make sure we're back.
Are we back?
Hold on. Let me see. Yes. Yeah, we're live.
Are we live?
We are live. Let's see.
All right.
Hold on, we're gonna
Hold on,
see
guys, we're
if
gonna see.
people are gonna click back in. Cause we just left so,
I know.
so abruptly.
Yeah. And it's Friday night, and we normally go till midnight. And I said it was very odd. You guys always see us a certain way, and for months. Is it
Yep, we're on.
okay? For months, what's going on? For months, we have been holding things in, and we just kind of plow through. And all right, two reasons why I kind of lost it before. All right, we come on, we talk about our hair, we do our hair, and I think we just try to be these perfect people for you guys because we felt like we saw the need in the community and that you guys draw so much from us, and so we just keep hiding what we're really about. And then I think I was putting more stress on myself when we would go to different events because I think you guys, I'm not a character, I am who I am, but I was so busy for hiding who I truly was. First, I want to share with everybody that I have an illness, and it's called multiple sclerosis, okay? And nobody knew that, and I felt like it was something that I should hide from you guys, and I don't know why. Because sometimes when you realize that other people have something, then you're like, oh, wow, and it gives people strength. So, okay, so Lori has multiple sclerosis, but yet she still takes each day as it comes, and she's still able to go forward. So, for me to expose that, so to speak, and you guys know what it is, I wanted to, I think March is called National Multiple Sclerosis Month, and like every month has something. Like I think October was Breast Cancer Month, and I think March, I know because I have it, is National Multiple Sclerosis Month. And I wanted to have all this extra, the orange in the background, and orange ribbons and balloons, and I'd really build it up. But because I struggle, I think when I'm under stress more, that's why throughout the night you kept seeing me kind of like forget things, and because cognitively at times I forget things. That's part of the illness. It affects my brain. It affects my hands. Okay, so sometimes when I'm spraying my hair, I can't, the bottle doesn't work because it's a bad day for me. When I go to events, I have to weigh it out. Who will see me? Who will see me? When I went to Fashion Week, I had a cane. Okay, and I'm like, oh my God, who's going to see me? You know, and this has got to stop. Okay, this pressure that I'm putting on myself to hide from you guys so you think I'm this perfect person. I'm not. Okay, it's called an invisible illness because to see me, you can't see it. And I almost feel like I have to prove to people that I'm very sick. And it's not a death thing. I'm not dying from it. But it is, I do have difficult days. All right, and so the worst part of it for me is fatigue. I'm constantly tired all the time. And so we really push through. Now we're going through an extremely difficult time in our lives. And it's just compounding my illness. So on top of having this illness that I've struggled with since I've been in my 20s, we shared with a lot of you guys, if you're new, there's a video that we touched on it. We didn't get super personal with it, but a lot of people that have been with us know that my husband was diagnosed with prostate cancer back, when was
May.
Last May, okay? So, again, mouth dry tonight, guys. I'm just letting y'all know this is tough, okay? Alright. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer, as if what I have isn't enough. Now I have to be supportive of my husband. It was very difficult for him. I have always been a stay-at-home mother, as you know, and he was diagnosed and he really could not handle it. Last year around this time he actually left, okay, and he handled it on his own, which was very difficult for me. He moved into a hotel and I had to deal with my husband having cancer and him not being here. I couldn't take care of him. He didn't want me to. Okay, so all last year when you saw those videos, I was struggling. I think a couple of times you guys would say, what's wrong with LoriAnne? And because it showed. There's certain videos that we can't even go back and look at anymore because the pain on my face, the flat, no expression, no nothing, because it was just difficult for me to plow through. All right, my husband wasn't here. He had cancer. I didn't go to one treatment with him. He didn't want me to go with him. And that is the most difficult thing in the world for a wife, to know your husband has something that can take him out of here. And he totally put me out of his life at that point. 27 years of marriage, okay? And so that was difficult. But I think sometimes, because I'm a Christian, I think sometimes God allows you to mature during times like that, things that I never knew. You know, my whole married life, I didn't know how to pay one bill. I didn't have a bank account. I didn't do anything for myself. And during that time, me and Tay were fixing the plumbing, plunging out toilets, fixing bathtubs. We did every single thing. We became super, super, super strong women during that time. Almost to the point, my mother was heartbroken during that time. And she didn't rest until she got, as she says, I want that man back in that house, okay? And so that was difficult. I think I almost got too strong, that now there's like kind of like a rub a little bit. I'm kind of like both sides. I think he still has the mentality of this bucket life living, that he doesn't know what tomorrow will bring. So it's this kind of reckless living that I have to deal with now. That's very, very difficult for me, because I'm so used to everything being so structured. All right, so now I'm dealing with someone who I've known for 28, 29 years. I've been married to, that now doesn't want to communicate, doesn't want to share anything. He's just living a very kind of bitter life. He's, I know, oh, who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be with a diagnosis like that, and him having so many plans for the future? And no one's saying his future's not going to be here, but I think when people hear the word cancer, they think, you know, they think the worst. And so, though he went through the radiation, and though he's been treated, and though it's gone, he lets me know a 70% chance of that coming back. All right, and so that's difficult. So now we have cancer, we have multiple sclerosis, and then now a man that has worked every single day. Time for water again, guys. It's getting rough, okay? Now a man that has worked since he was in his young 20s, every single day, 5 o'clock in the morning, literally, till 5 or 6 at night, every single day, supported me not my entire life, but our whole married life, the 3 kids. All right, now he's not able to get a job. I don't know if it's the cancer. I don't know if it's the age. He's 62 years old, and it's very, very difficult. He's been out of work now a year and a half, and we are ready to lose everything. We are about ready to lose it all. We have a nice little home in Connecticut, and we are about ready to lose it all now. I started a GoFundMe account, and I'm not saying that for you guys to do anything about it. I'm just sharing what our life is like right now. Okay, so when we come on here and bubbly and bright and makeup and all that, you know, it's far from the truth. It's not a facade. It's just trying to support you guys who we love so much. This is a time when I can escape this horrible existence that I'm going through right now. Okay, and so that's where we're at right now. I started it about a week and a half ago, saying that we literally were going to be out on the streets, okay? And so I didn't know what else to do. I've never worked a day in my life. I have talent and skills, guys. I always tell you guys that. I said, you know, I'm talented, okay? I talk, all right? I write. I'm an author. But now, so like the slowing down period in my life, okay? The mind, the confusion, the stress. So before, when you saw kind of like that blank, like I couldn't get my thoughts back together, because I'm thinking of what my life is going through. And I'm thinking, like, I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking we're having fun now, but in an hour it goes back to like the pumpkin, okay? Like Cinderella, all right? And so this glorious carriage goes down, turns into a pumpkin, and I'm thinking, you know, at midnight, like I'm back to my real life again. And it was very difficult for me. And so I just kind of like lost it. But that's where we're at right now. We seriously are about ready to be homeless. Our bills aren't unable to be met, and they're very humbling experiences. We visited the food pantry last week for the first time. Never been to a food pantry before in my life, so it's difficult for us. I'm going through things I've never been through before, but I try to look at it on the positive side, and I look at it that maybe God's taking me through something. Y'all know I'm bougie, okay? Never been in a food pantry, never did these kinds of things, and so I try to look at it as it's a new experience. So one day I can help somebody else that may have to walk through a food pantry and get food for their home. You know, I normally every year I do the Thanksgiving. This year, this is why we had roast chickens. My mother doesn't cook, and she had it at her house. Everybody comes to my house. I really have a house now. Okay, so I had to take down, which was very hard for me to do because I always say if I can't be the head, I won't be the tail. Okay, but this year I had to be. This year I had to go in front of family and be the so-called bougie one and be normal. Okay, guys, you know, guys know I'm not normal. I'm exclusive. Okay, but on a serious note, that is very humbling to have to use the different programs and different things and different helps and assistance because I've never been through anything like that before in my life, and that's why I try to hold it together before, and I'm just thinking, and then my mind, because of my illness, it gets stuck, okay, because it's so laden down with the burden of what I'm living under and what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be everything for everybody, and it just got the best of me before. But I'm okay. I'm not dying. The Mad Dad's not dying. It's just that we are going through a very rough time right now.
The channel's not dying. We're trying not to let it die.
The channel's not dying. Yeah. And so that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And I just wanted to share that. Everybody has their My Truth videos. I said, I want a My Truth video too. And we didn't know how we were going to orchestrate this MS story. So now, guys, I don't have to be worried about seeing y'all in public. If you see me in public with a cane, it's just because I need a cane at times, okay? I'm not like this perfect, beautiful person with curls and perfect makeup and all that. No, I am, guys. I am that. Y'all know that, okay? But there are times that I have it rough, and I need assistance, and so, what do you have to say, girl? She didn't want to come on. She said, I don't want to cry. I'm like, girl, this is the time to cry, okay? They expect tears to make it authentic. Cry, because she'll be the crier, okay?
No, like, I'm just glad we can finally share it with the channel, because we have been, like, ducking and dodging and hiding and taking weeks off and not being consistent.
When we take weeks off, guys, it's my fault because I simply can't. You guys research, do me a favor, Google multiple sclerosis, okay? If you guys want to know what it is, it scared me half to death, and so just Google that. So now you know the brain fog, the freezing at times.
Wow.
The
Thank
stuttering.
you, Beauty by Gabby. Wow. Thank you
so much. Yeah, no, I'm really not telling the story for that. I'm really not. It's just but we are really at that point now, but I wanted to explain who I am, because you guys look at me as so strong, and I'm thinking in my mind, this can help somebody, okay? Because you could be like, I know sometimes when I hear people that are so brave, I think she's not here right now, but 106 Andy kind of shared her story on Instagram, and she has been going through a lot herself, and I thought, wow, she's brave, and then I started feeling like a coward. I started saying, how could 106 Andy share her personal journey, okay, of mental illness that she was going through? It's all on Instagram, so I'm not exposing anything. This was on Instagram, and
Thank
I read
you, Golden Mommy.
okay, and
Wow.
and I read it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and so I said, I've gotta, you guys know me as strong, how could I hide behind something so serious, okay? Multiple sclerosis is debilitating, and there's days when I can't walk, because there's days when I can't talk, there's moments when I can't think, and these are moments that I can't think. And it's moments, you've seen videos, go back through some of the videos, you see me, struggling with the spraying. Now I don't have to hide that from you guys. My guys, this is a bad MS day, okay? I can't spray. I'm going to make it through the video, but I don't have to fake anymore. I don't have to try to do things that I'm not capable of doing. I'm not capable of doing some of these things. Sometimes I can't pull my fingers through my hair because my hands are like crimped, and they're just, so we're family. We're MADCURLS family. We say it, now we mean it. Okay, now we're sharing. This is what family do. Burden family members, okay? So now y'all have my burden, okay? Now you guys know, okay, what the real deal is with LoriAnne. I have a debilitating illness, and some days I can't walk, some days I can't talk, some days I can't think. Yeah. And you may see me out in public, and I may have a cane, and I may not be able to walk at all. I'm hoping to get a wheelchair at some point, okay? So I don't have to be worried about the cane. And it was funny, back in the summertime we went to New York.
Thank you, CCJ.
And thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
I see all this lighting up. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed with this. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Yeah. Tell the story when we were in New York. when I couldn't. You said, Mom, you're gonna have, I'm like, please don't use those words, Mom, you're gonna have to. I said, I can't. I literally froze in the streets of New York.
New York Fashion Week, that's why, like, there really wasn't a lot of footage, like, from the vlog or anything, like, I don't know,
times to lose it.
Yeah, it was, like, raining, and the Ubers were, like, not understanding that my mom had MS, and they were parking, like, across the street and miles away, and like we had to like cross the street at one point, and like you just like froze in the middle of the New York street.
I couldn't move forward, I couldn't move back, and you're like, Mom, you're gonna have to, like, those words you're gonna have to, froze me even more. I'm like, don't use those words. Please don't say you have to do anything, and you were dragging me across, and I'm like, I hope nobody sees. Oh my God, I hope nobody sees. And finally, I had my cane. It was like this hurricane. My mother kept like, oh, you need a hurricane. Oh, you need a hurricane. So she got me this hurricane, and so I finally took it out of my purse and set it up in the street, and I couldn't move forward. I needed more than a cane. And then don't let me go to Grand Central Station. I'm fine on the train. Then once we get off, it starts to count, like the deep breathing, trying to put one foot in front of the other. And when I get into Grand Central Station, it's the lights. That I asked my neurologist, I'm like, why do I freeze in Grand Central Station? Like, MADCURLS doesn't have time for me to freeze, okay? And they said it's the lights, it's the different sensory things that make my brain go really weird, and so it's very difficult. I always feel in life with MS that I'm on an escalator. That's the feeling of every day when I walk. Imagine being on an escalator, you know, either in an airport when you're on that and it takes you from one end to another, or if you're on an, you know what an escalator feels like, not an elevator but an escalator. When I put my feet on the ground, when I stand, I vertigo. It's just constant vertigo, constant dizziness. And so when I'm making my way through Grand Central Station, I feel like I'm on an escalator, though I'm not. And so trying to separate that feeling and putting my feet in front of each other, it's virtually impossible. And so that's why we're not at a lot of events. You're very sensitive, very, not sensitive, what's the word I'm looking for? Respectful. Very respectful of that and what I have, and not resentful. And Taylor knows what I'm going through, and yet she's still allowed me to be a part of the channel, knowing that I can't be consistent. And so I just appreciate and love her for that, because this is my support. This is my girl right here. Yeah. She doesn't resent me for what I can and cannot do, and I appreciate that. She's the one that, and so this is why everyone that wants to know, why is Taylor a teacher, not teaching in her field, almost sometimes accusatory, like, why is she not giving back? You know, because she's giving to her family. She's here for me. She's here for her dad. And so that's why you can never judge what people are doing with their lives are doing. And so people might see, I know I've had the GoFundMe, and you kind of see like the kind of like judgmental, accusatory looks, that they look wonderful. Okay, it's the invisible illness, it's called. I can't make myself look sick, nor would I want to. The days that are good, I want to jump from the rooftops. I'm fine. Okay, I like wearing makeup. I like to look pretty. I like my hair curly, okay? Why should I look all broke down to prove to people that I'm sick? I've had this for 30 years, okay? I don't want to be that. I fight it every day to look as normal as possible, and I don't appreciate people that make me prove, again, water time, okay?
Thank you, Keto Babe.
I feel at times I have to prove to people that I have to have a cane. I have to be in a wheelchair for people to believe, that I have multiple sclerosis, because it doesn't. The worst part, you guys will feel it. You guys won't see it. I'm the one that will get it from this chair right now and walk across the room and basically have to hold on to invisible walls because I'm on that escalator again. And it doesn't look like it. Yes, I can have the hair, the makeup, and all that, but you don't know the struggle of what I'm going through. And so, but it's like cathartic. Right, tonight, and you're like the other day, what's cathartic mean? I'm like, it's kind of like healing, to be able to share that. So now I can come Friday nights if I want to look broke down, no makeup, okay, hair looking busted, guys. I don't have to have this perfect image. I want to have the perfect image. I want to be LoriAnne and be beautiful every Friday night. But sometimes, we will cancel because I'm just like, I can't tonight. I'm just too tired. But the nights that I can be like, okay, guys, maybe I can share more of the journey.
But we've barely canceled.
No.
We always try to push through.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah, but last week it was getting to me.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a bit much. It's the holiday season now. It's been a year since my husband left, and now he's back. But it's all the memories of last November, and it's so this is like kind of like the rough time of the year. And then Spencer's not here, and so it's just a lot for a family to take.
Yeah.
Cancer, MS, no job, okay, no money, no food, no roof over their head.
I mean, that's why you guys might have noticed like slight things like us putting ads on the videos. Like,
Yeah.
you know, YouTube doesn't pay a lot, like if anything, but it's like a little something to try to pay a light bill or something like that. That's why we had to start putting ads in our videos. We did, there were people who said like they wanted to support our channel, so like we did put like our PayPal and stuff in the description box, and like some people do that, but
then sometimes, you know, they say the devil messes with your head. So just when I thought, okay, lots of people, I said, people,
thank
I'm
you
trying
to Curly
to
Fit
think,
Chic.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to think of like what I'm good at, and so I said maybe my talks, y'all done blew me up so much that I give such wisdom. I said maybe folks have to start paying for LoriAnne's wisdom. I said maybe a Patreon, but something about that just kind of like makes us nervous. I said, but people don't understand. There's like not one thin dime coming in here. I said, what am I good at? What can I do? How can I help? Okay, and so that's why we've just been kind of like trying every little thing, but we didn't want to share this. Some people that see me on Facebook kind of knew. I think D. Curly knew. I think Sheila Wright. Yeah, I saw them popping up in GoFundMe, and I'm like, wow, like that's fam. But like I didn't put it on any place like Instagram where all of like our fan base is, because it was just very risky, and I just didn't want to look like that person, you know. So I didn't. But then I started seeing. I said, oh no. I said, Mad Fam is finding us on Facebook. You know, and I kind of like purposely, I see different friend requests popping up, and I'm like, I don't want Mad Family coming into my Facebook page, because I tell it all on Facebook, okay? I tell all my business on Facebook. I don't know why, but I do. And I never thought that it'd cross over. But it's been crossing over. I'm like, oh my gosh, people are finding out. In March, it's all orange. Everything's about MS. And I'm like, people have now. If anybody was nosy, obviously y'all are not nosy, okay? People like I was nosy the other day, and I went to Ashley's page and found out that the girl was a Spelman graduate, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, people obviously weren't nosy enough about me. I said, because if you went all the way down on my Instagram page, there's my MS story, kind of, sort of. Okay, I let people know I have MS, and then there's a picture of me and you, and I'm like MS warrior posing. Okay, and I'm like, you were like an MS warrior with me. I said, people never saw the MS warrior thing. I said, now one time we were on live, and somebody came in the comments, and I feel so bad now. You didn't know what to do. You wanted to kind of like let me know. I saw it, but I ignored it. And that's the problem right now, that I said I can't do that anymore. There are people that will gravitate towards the channel now simply because of the MS. I could be an inspiration to someone that has MS that
thank you, Crystal Rose,
could have just been diagnosed, and like it's like a death sentence to them, but it doesn't have to be. This is me 30 years into multiple sclerosis, and just now I'm extremely symptomatic, like because of I think of the stress that I'm under. But it doesn't have to be a death sentence. It doesn't have to be the end of the quality of life. Like, just every day we just keep moving forward. So one time somebody came in and they said they found the story on Instagram, and they weren't even Mad Fam. And they found it, and they came in the comments and they said, do you have multiple sclerosis? And I just ignored it, because I said I'm not ready to share that yet, and I don't want that. And I felt so bad, because I'm like, here I am, an influencer, someone that can help somebody with multiple sclerosis, but I just didn't want my story out. But, yeah, I have it, and now it's out.
Here it is.
There it is in all of its glory.
In all of its glory. So yeah. That's it. That's why we were taking weeks off. Sometimes we might not be all the way there in a video, but we try to push it through anyway. Mm-hmm. But you guys can always pick up that something's wrong. Because, I mean, when we're on, we're on. When we're off, you can tell that we're off.
Yeah. I know, we're so emotional people that we can't hide when we're off.
Yeah. Or like, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
We're all losing it here tonight. We're going to need some of y'all to come in here and be fillers.
Right?
Okay, all right.
Any therapists in the room?
Right? I know.
I can't. Oh my gosh.
But, yeah, we just take it one day at a time. And so, like, just know that people, this is why I always tell you guys, I've been trying to tell you guys, social media is not what it appears to be. Okay, when you see these perfect lives and perfect trips and all this stuff, it's not. Okay, the things that we get we depend on like PR. That's why we like being on lists. And if not, like we were at points doing this. Then you started noticing me switching up. We started doing the mix it ups because we needed to start making our products stretch
even
more.
Black Friday, although we weren't impressed with none of them sales, but even if like we had money, I was like, even like the little bit that like I have, like I can't see myself taking what I have that could be paid, like this could be a bill. I'm like, and spending it on hair products or a coat or like, I mean, it's like you just kind of start rethinking your money.
And it bothered me. And I said to my mother yesterday, I said, Mom, I said, we're influencers. I said, we've been talking about Black Friday for months. And I said, here we are. I said, what do I tell my followers that I'm not buying anything? Like, how dare we not buy? We keep encouraging y'all, go on over, give all your money away to Sultana clothes and Camille Rose. And so she said, simply say, and we came up with this story that we're making the suggestions for you guys, okay? So we're going to suggest this. And she goes, just tell that you're suggesting things, and this year you're going to like basically stay your hand. I'm like, perfect. Okay, I'll tell everybody, we come here, we'll have the expert advice about what we suggest for you to buy. And I thought it was clever, but it's not us. Like, we were ready to go into them stores, y'all, but we couldn't. We don't have the money. It's like, how dare we like go into a store when we're asking people on GoFundMe? So we've had to make life adjustments, and I'm just glad that we're able to share that with you now. No, we didn't go to Black Friday. We had roast chicken yesterday because there was nothing else to be had. Okay, all right. And that's our truth, okay?
Yeah. And honestly, it makes you grateful for, I was grateful for the roast chicken because it could have been nothing. Like, I'm grateful for the roof over our head right now and not that we didn't get to Black Friday shop. So, I mean, just kind of makes you rethink
I look around
life.
In a room so modest as this and think, I have a roof over my head because there are a lot of people that don't. And I'm just grateful every single day that I have this roof over my head because I don't know how much longer it will be. But we just want to share that with you. And hope that blesses someone. And you certainly have blessed us tonight. Thank you for listening to us and not feeling burdened like, oh God, there's enough of that. I appreciate the fact that you guys that stuck around to hear it care enough about us to hear our story. I said to Taylor, if we don't do it now, we won't do it. She's like, Ma, just come back. That's crazy. Like, we just clicked that. I'm like, we have to do it now. I said, I'm ready to talk about it now. I said, if I sleep on it, I won't talk about it. And I said, it'll go into hiding another 6 months. I said, so click it on. We'll just take it from there. And so there we are, guys, our truth. Okay? And we thank you for listening. And thank you for your time.
We'll see you in our next MADCURLS video.
All right, we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, D. Curly, and everybody that gave. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And thank you for those that knew that y'all had a bunch of gossips and exposed us before we wanted to be exposed. Because D. Curly knew, was it Sheila Wright?
Yeah.
Sheila Wright. Sheila Wright, okay.
They want the GoFundMe. Should I stick it in the description box on this video? I'll stick it in the description box if you guys want it. But, that's definitely not why we told you. We just wanted to tell you guys,
Because I felt like we were hiding. Like, it's nothing wrong. It's the only way I knew how to help my family, okay? I never worked, guys, a day in my life. My husband wants to work. He has been going out on interviews. This is a man that made 6 figures at one point, okay? And now, no, it's got to be humbling to him that he doesn't know if it's his age. He doesn't know. He has, like, sometimes, like, difficulty thinking, and it's the whole process is very difficult to watch what we're going through. But, every day I'm like, okay, we're still here. That's what we say to each other. Like, we're still here. We're still here.
Literally.
But, yeah.
Every day we're still here.
And so I just want to show strength to my kids that one day, you just keep moving forward. And don't ever give up. Life will throw some things at you. My life has never been taken such a curveball like this, and it's humbling to say the least. And I think I put something on Facebook the other day that says I thank God that He's using our family to show people that don't have faith that there is a God. Because I swear we're going to come out of this. I swear we're going to come out of this at some point. And I believe God may be using our family at this moment to show people that don't give up. And right. Okay.
That's what we did.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to us. Thank you for all of your giving and your generosity and loving us so much. And not judging and just helping. I appreciate all the help that you guys are giving us, and we love you. All right. We're done.
We are done. Hold on. They want the GoFundMe, so I'm trying to find it and post it. This feels so good
right.
to talk about it. We've been holding it in for so long. Like, oh my gosh.
I know. I can't wait. Like, I love to read, so I can't wait to read all the comments as I was talking and going on and on and on. I keep seeing things pop up and all that. I know it's all love and support, and I appreciate it. I can't wait to take off this makeup and read the comments of support. And please go to my Instagram, show me love, show me support. Okay. If you guys want to buy me on Facebook, you know, I'll start accepting because it's out now. There's nothing to hide. Okay, my MS banners in March. You guys know the story now, so I welcome the friendships now on Facebook. No more hiding, and so thank you for hearing us tonight.
So I put the GoFundMe in the comments. I'll put it in the description box and anything else in the description box on this video for you guys. But our Cash App is in the description box already, and I'm overwhelmed.
You did good. You did good. All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you guys.
All right. We love you guys.
All right. Love you. All right.
Bye, guys.
Good night.